Hello, it's Nemesis Nick here. I'm a keen fan of the Eurovision Song Contest. It's time to talk Eurovision. Wow, last night was another bumper night for the national finals. Uuden Musiikin Kilpailu 2020 from Finland, Dansk Melodi Grand Prix 2020 from Denmark, Melodifestivalen 2020, aka Melfest from Sweden, and Festival da Canção 2020 from Portugal. I'm going to talk about winners of all four of those national finals. Okay. I'll start with Sweden because last night I watched the Swedish national final, Melodifestivalen 2020, online from the UK. I didn't see any of the semi-finals or the second chance round during the previous weeks, only last night's grand final. However, yesterday afternoon I familiarised myself with the 12 finalists by watching them all on YouTube at least twice each, one of them 3 times. The versions that I saw yesterday afternoon were Melodifestivalen semi-final or second chance performances. And late afternoon yesterday I produced a video of my opinions on the 12 finalists. If you look back for my previous videos, you should be able to find it if you've not already seen it. Therefore, by the time Melodifestivalen 2020 began at 1900 UK time yesterday evening, I was already familiar with the 12 finalists. My top 10 were as follows: 10th, the Mamas; 9th, Paul Ray; 8th, Victor Kroner; 7th, Mendes featuring Alvaro Estrella; 6th, Mohombi; 5th, Mariette; 4th, Hannah Firm; 3rd, Anna Bergendahl; 2nd, Dotter; and 1st, Robin Bengtsson. I'm gutted and deeply upset that Robin Bengtsson, Take a Chance, finished just 8th with 63 points because I thought Take a Chance was the best song last night and I most wanted it to win. I thought it was a well-structured song with gentle verses and an upbeat chorus which were well enhanced by good use of lighting and arm movements. If Take a Chance had won, I think it would have been a sure qualifier at Eurovision and done well in the grand final in May. The winner was the Mamas' Move with 137 points. I wasn't all that impressed by that song. As I've already said, I ranked it just 10th out of 12 on my Eurovision scoreboard. The Mamas were 3 ladies performing what I would describe as a Motown-esque gospel-style song. The song itself wasn't bad, and there was good use of light beams during various parts of the song, but apart from that, it's nothing particularly special really. This reminds me of Austria's entry in the year 2000, that being the Rounder Girls, All to You, which finished 14th out of 24 songs. Personally, I think Move is somewhat tame compared to All to You, and I think this could struggle to qualify for the Eurovision Song Contest Grand Final. Even if it qualifies, it'll go nowhere in the final. Anyway, congratulations to the Mamas, the Move, for winning Melodifestivalen 2020 final. They finished just 1 point ahead of runners-up Dotter with Bulletproof, who oddly enough were the favourites to win. Sweden will perform in the first half of the first semi-final on the 12th of May 2020. Of course, I won't be able to vote for Sweden's entry that night as the UK votes in the second semi-final 2 days later. Now for the other 3 countries, Denmark, Finland and Portugal. This afternoon I watched the national final performances of the winning songs from those national finals on YouTube. However, I haven't watched any of the other songs from those national finals, so I have no idea what those winning songs were up against in each national final, and therefore cannot say whether those winners were my desired ones. Funnily enough, desired, I haven't got that on my list of words that end in red here. But there you go. Anyway, here goes. Denmark, Dansk Melodi Grand Prix 2020. Out of 10 finalists, the winner was Ben and Tan, Yes. This is what I describe as a country song, and it's quite a catchy one at that. I like the way they focused on Ben and Tan individually early on. It was well sung, the staging was quite good. I really liked the way the word yes was flashed on the background screens, and the use of light beams during the choruses. The use of fireworks near the end added to the impact. On now to Finland. Uuden Musiikin Kilpailu 2020. That had 6 finalists. The winner was Axel Kanranta. Looking Back. This is a ballad containing rather gentle verses and pre-choruses and relatively upbeat choruses. A reasonable ballad, and Axel has a good voice, but this is the sort of song I think could struggle to qualify for the final. And finally, Portugal, Festival da Canção 2020. Out of 8 finalists, the winner was Elisa, Medo de Sentir. I've watched this ballad a few times this afternoon, but I'm not particularly impressed by it. Elisa has a beautiful voice, but I think the song is a bit dull and forgettable overall. And some may see this as a chance to make a cup of tea or go to a toilet during the Eurovision Song Contest semi-final in May. Interestingly, after Portugal failed to qualify last year with a somewhat unusual song, Telemovies, a ballad of this style ended up winning Festival da Canção this time. I think Medo de Sentir is better than Portugal's host entry, O Jardim, which was directly qualified to a final in 2018. But Medo de Sentir is definitely not one of Portugal's best efforts of the last 20 years. I've known Portugal sing considerably better songs than this over the years, including Dança Comigo in 2007 and Vida Mina in 2012, both of which failed to qualify for a final against my wishes. If those couldn't qualify for a final when I think both of them should have done, I'm convinced Medo de Sentir will be eliminated in this year's semi-final. Anyway, Denmark, Finland and Portugal are all in the second half of the second semi-final, which will take place on the 14th of May 2020. The UK votes that night. Although I might possibly vote for Denmark that night, I currently don't see myself voting for either Finland or Portugal. Time will tell whether or not I vote for any of those 3 countries that night. Remember, 18 countries will participate in the second semi-final and only 10 will qualify for a final. So there you have it. Sweden, Denmark, Finland and Portugal have all chosen their entries for the Eurovision Song Contest in May. Well done to well done to the artists the artists of those songs for winning the relevant national finals, and good luck to all 4 songs at the contest. Do you think each of those countries chose the best song of what was available in their national final? If not, which songs would you have preferred? Do you think the 4 chosen entries have a good chance of qualifying to a grand final in May, or will they be eliminated in the semi-finals? Let me know in the comments below. Meanwhile, be empowered, uncensored, inspired, cultured and unfiltered. Goodbye, daboch, au revoir, auf Wiedersehen, adios, arrivederci, do widzenia.